Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. So it's Saturday morning, man. I'm headed back over here. It's about 5 minutes after 8. I'm supposed to be over here 8:30-ish, you know. I mean, I could get started a little bit earlier if I wanted to, but I know I'm going to want to leave at the same time either way. So yesterday I didn't leave out from over here till, I mean, yeah, it was well, the machine, actual runtime on the machine, you know, it keeps up with all of that, right? So the actual runtime yesterday on the machine was 6.25 hours. So that's how long the machine ran, and it didn't sit idle long. You know, I don't take no lunch or nothing either. So, you know, I've had a lot of guys come in the comments over the years talking about, you know, you don't work long enough. You know, of course, I don't know where they get that from. I mean, I normally, oh yeah, I normally can probably do as much work in 5 or 6 hours that most people could do in 7 or 8. So, because I'm very, well, I got a lot of experience and I'm kind of efficient. And I pride myself on being efficient. Sometimes it don't work out for old Ray, but most of the time it's pretty good. So, I appreciate the comments on the video yesterday. Y'all see what I'm getting into over here, and I gotta say, I will say that that it's a little overwhelming when you get into stuff like this. And like I say every day, you know, I'm learning, man. And as I was thinking about it, you know, last night and whatever, you know, I think now looking back on it, and I learn every job, y'all. I think looking back on it, we'd have come out better if I'd started a burn pile yesterday. That's what we should have done. And on a job, especially a job like this where you got plenty of space, and what, you know, people got to understand, the homeowner, me, and you guys, is that with a skid steer you can make a burn pile. I mean, you can make a spot. Oh, there's no place to burn, Ray. I can make one. You know, I mean, there's so many things that you can do. I mean, it's like the sky's the freaking limit. There's no cap on what you can do. I can move dirt, I can grind stumps down, I can push trees over, get the root ball out. I can make that whole area grass ready. I mean, if you know, but if we'd have had a burn pile going, then what I would have done is I wouldn't have mulched everything up like that. What I would have done is I would have went in there with a gravel bucket, ripping stuff out and putting it on a burn pile, see? And then you don't have all, and then when I do crank the grinder up, I don't have all that debris. So, I better have my damn phone. Yeah. So, you know, having that debris, all that debris around, you just never know what you're gonna uncover when you're up in the woods like that. You never know. I mean, there's no way you could possibly know. And then I'm trying to fill in some of the drainage stuff where water's just flowing down through there over the years and made its own ditch, a couple of them. And then you got mountains of whatever, you know, undercover stuff that you can't see, and only to find out there's a big ass tree stump there, or there's a pile of debris, trash, metal, construction material, whatever. Bed springs. I mean, dude. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff out here. Not at this job so much, but there's a little bit of this and that there. But it's not, you know, anything that is overwhelming. It's not. It's a time-consuming thing. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be very neat. It's going to be neat, a lot neater than what it was. And I used to try to, you know, I would ask myself on these jobs like this, why in the world does it look, it just doesn't look neat, right? I would ask myself that. and I finally came to terms with, it's just not going to be neat when it's overwhelmingly never been cut. I don't think any machine in there, unless you are actually moving the material out. And if I was going to do that, if we would have done a burn pile, I don't think it would have taken any longer. And of course, the homeowners, they don't know all these things. You know, they were saying, well, he was saying something about, yeah, that green stuff won't burn, but it will burn. I can make it burn. Once it gets going, it'll burn. Y'all know that. I mean, and you know, maybe I didn't, I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of burn piles, but he's okay for doing a burn pile, but see but it needs to be burning while I'm there. You know, that's all I'm saying. So I can use the burn pile as an incinerator as I go through there, and then see, I can make a place to burn, right? Where it's all friendly for everything. And then by the time we got to the end of the second day, there wouldn't be hardly anything left to burn. You don't want to me, I don't like, I'll say it, I've never started a burn pile like y'all see me do without the machine. Something to push that crap up, man, because it gets so hot you can't even walk up to it, so you can't, I mean, you know, like if I was him, I would seriously consider igniting the pile I got now. I would, you know, but he doesn't, you know, either he doesn't want to or he doesn't know. And as the contractor, you don't want to push something on somebody that they really don't want to do, or he's uncomfortable with. I think, and I can relate. I think he's a little uncomfortable burning if he's not going to be there, and I get that. So I'm not really, he doesn't know me or nothing. But when you got somebody with a machine like I got, and not that it's big or little or anything, you know, if you're the customer, again, you know, you got to seize the moment, you know. So while the machine is there, you're paying for it. And I don't know, I just, I'm learning a lot on this job too about customers and what their perception and all is, you know, what they are thinking, and trying to read between the lines sometimes, and it's hard to do that sometimes, you know. But even if I mean, if I'm him, I'm burning today. That's what I would do. But see, he says he's got to leave at 11, so he's not going to want to burn and leave it there. Ideally, you know, we could have burned yesterday. And, you know, once I got up in the woods and saw all the deadfall and all the stuff that I'm uncovering as I'm, you know, yeah, and then I'm taking out trees that me and him talked about not taking out, but they're dead, they're leaning, they're, you know, sweet gum, trashy trees, you know, so they got vines all in them. So, you know, it's like, you know, that's what I was saying, you know, yesterday. I feel like and it's partly, you know, it's partly my fault too, for not, you know, really pushing the home with him about everything, because I got the experience, he doesn't, so he doesn't really know. I can understand burning and all, but on the next brush cutting job that I do, burning is going to be one of the things that I'm going to really be not pushing for, but I'm going to be pushing for, right? Especially if it's a 2-day job. If it's a 1-day job, sometimes that's a little bit difficult. But at this point over here, if I'm him, I would just, and all those trees that he wants to get rid of, he wants to cut them with a chainsaw, and I'm like, dude, you're not seizing the moment, because you get rid of those trees, and it helps me grade and it helps me be able to clean stuff up. I mean, I didn't approach this job as good as I could have, right? And you know, I'm going to get better. And I am getting better. It's slow because I got to pay my bills too. I can't just get better, and I got to get better and make money and you know, not tear nothing up and all those things, you know. So, but I got a little bit of a peek into what they're trying to do. So today, you know, all that could change, because when I get here today, I know he's gonna. He said, well, before you start tomorrow, let's go over everything. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, and it's up to me, you know, being the contractor, to make suggestions that they're not even thinking about. And, you know, burning while I'm there is always, if you have the space and everything, and you know, that's always the best bet after the fire gets going. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get it going, but I can get it going for sure. There's enough deadfall around there to get a good fire going. And you know, a half a gallon of diesel fuel, yeah, it'll go. So, but I'm pulling up over here, y'all. I got to unload the machine today. I did not have to do that yesterday, so I'll kick it. Yeah, y'all, look what happened. A limb swung around. I had it in the grapple bucket, and the limb swung around and hit it. Look at that. Broke that whole bottom piece of glass out, man. Fuck. First thing this morning, man. I don't care, man. I gotta get this glass out of my damn way. Yeah, I'm putting hook the grapple bucket up, close the door, and hope I don't get hit by nothing. When it rains, it pours, y'all. Look, the freaking track's trying to come off. I'm hoping I can back up. If I keep going forward, it's gonna come all the way off. I need to back up, and hopefully it pops back on. Look at that, man. I'm down, dude. God damn it, man. Okay, y'all. We're not having a good day, man. The track's trying to come off. The windshield, the window's busted. I'm probably not even gonna be able to finish today. The track's about to come off. So, good thing I got the owner here for another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, y'all, all right. Okay, y'all, so I haven't gotten a lot of footage over here today. Well, I've had so many problems. You know, I broke the window. One of the vines snapped back and slung up against the glass and busted it, man. So I'm pretty much done in here. It is such a freaking mess, man. It's overwhelming almost. And if we didn't have this burn going, it would be even worse. So we went on and started the fire first thing, but then I was down an hour, you know, with the track come off. So I got a broke window and the track came off today. What else can go wrong, you know? So I'm super freaking weary now about everything. Not to mention smoke's coming all in the damn machine. So I'm gonna put the brush cutter back on. I got the grapple bucket on there. I'm gonna take my truck back over to where the trailer is. I had to bring it over here when the track came off. What a mess, man. So see, I'm gonna spend the next couple of hours in here with the brush cutter. It's all light duty stuff. You know, it's not really worthy of my cutter, but there's a lot of big rock too, and you got to watch out for great big rock. And you can't come up the hill, you got to be going down the hill when you're brush cutting this, because you don't want to sling that at the house. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting a lot done, but it ain't coming fast for sure. So, yeah. Okay, y'all, wrap over here, man. Had a lot of mishaps today, and a couple of close calls. So, yeah. One thing is for certain, I'm gonna replace this freaking window right here. So, that's $500 right there. Fucked up, man. I don't fault though. They're gonna let all that burn down and they're gonna haul it out of here at the dumpster. So we got one more day over here. Not right now, but maybe a couple of weeks. Oh, y'all getting out of here, man. Yeah, I got done with just enough to damn. Yeah, I had to stay later today though because of the, you know, I went, you know, the track came off. But the good thing is I had everything I needed. The only thing I didn't have was somebody to help me, but the homeowner helped me. It took us about an hour though. It's ugly, man. Ugly. So, yeah, man. So I stayed an extra hour. It's ugly. So now y'all saw the window. It's always something, man. So you don't make good money when you're down, have stuff like that, because I'm gonna fix it. You know. I may just let Kubota do it. I'm tired though, man. I mean, it's exhausting. You know, breaking that window didn't really. That was ugly, man. Still is. Shit. I ain't no telling. You know, it took everything I could not to be looking up at what a new window gonna cost, but. I got insurance, man. They will actually do it. I don't know. I think I got a $500 deductible, so I might just let them do it, man. I'm so upset with myself for that bull crap, man. But I didn't get no footage of the machine running or nothing, so it ain't going. It's, you know, I couldn't, man, because well, you know, I was all over the place, man. After the window broke, you know, and then, you know, an hour and a half later, the damn track came off. I'm like, damn, dude, I should have just stayed at home. That's what I was thinking, y'all. I got to get better at not getting so frazzled, you know, when stuff happens. Because I don't know, man. I got to just slow down and take a deep breath, you know. You know, boom, the window breaks, and I'm still picking glass off of me, and then the track comes off. I'm like, you know, very avoidable though. I had some vines and stuff in the grapple bucket. I went around a tree, and one of them reared back, and when it got past the tree, it pow! Fucking hour to get all the glass out. I mean, I got something to cry about, y'all. I do. I'm just out here trying to make a living, man. Y'all see, man, all the shit I have to pay for. Shit ain't easy, man. But the glass getting broke, that was avoidable. That, I mean, I should have known better. That's all me. Now the track, well, it's avoidable, obviously, but I got an excuse on that one. I was up on all them roots, man. There's a bunch of roots at the bottom of a tree, and I was just going through there, and I tell you, that job, I learned a lot on this job right here. You know, I mean, he was wanting me to brush cut areas when there are big boulders in there, and I'm like, dude, I can't brush cut that. You know? I'm just saying, man. If we'd have done a burn yesterday, it would have been a lot better, because then I wouldn't have mulched up every little thing. See, when you start mulching up and then you want to burn, that ain't too good, because in order to gather up all the pieces, you get dirt. So when I got there this morning, I was like, hey, you know, there's so much stuff on the ground, and that's why that other area looked a lot better. Well, it wasn't quite as thick, but it was thick. But all the deadfall, all the stuff that was already on the ground, I picked them big pieces up and put it on the burn pile. So that made it, you know, well, that made it where it wasn't so busy. And then get this, y'all. You know, I've been over there 2 days. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. And I call him, and he really, I mean, he was sincere too when he said it. He said, well, what did he say? Something like, I had to go into work, and I knew he had to go into work at 11. I knew that. So I figured that he would leave a check with his wife, or hell, I mean, go on and pay me. You know, I don't know. But he comes back and he says, well, I wanted to check everything out first. Ain't nothing gonna change. I mean, I'm not gonna bring the machine back down there. You know, I did everything that he asked me to do, and I've been there for 2 days, and now I gotta wait. So he said, well, can you come get the money, you know, tomorrow? Or I'm like, dude, I've been at your house for 2 days, and I've been spending, you know, $75, $80 a day in fuel, and then you think you want me to come back down and get the money? I said, I'm not gonna do that. I said, I said, well, you know, I got pretty irritated, man. You know, I said, hell, that cost me, man. And then he said, well, I got the cash on me. So I said, well, can you Venmo me, Zelle me, Cash App me? Can your wife, you know, write me a check? You know, anything where I don't have to come back, and I don't have to run the money down in any way. I mean, I feel like I've, you know, did a good job over there, and I've done everything I said I was going to do, and now I'm leaving there on the second day without my money. I don't like that shit, man. It just ain't cool. It just ain't. You know? And so what if he comes home and says, yeah, well, I thought that, you know, I thought that you were going to do this or that or this or whatever. Does he think I'm going to bring the machine back down there? See, that's the kind of thing that I don't like doing business like that. I get done with a job, you pay me, especially a job that is a one-time job. I don't know the man from Adam. Yeah, and I'm leaving there without my money. I hate that shit, man. I'm tired, man. I'm hungry. And that irritates the hell out of me, man. You know, it ain't like it's $200 or nothing. You know, I've been over there for two full days, and I've been doing a lot of cool stuff for them that, you know, somebody with a mulcher wouldn't have done. Did he think that I was gonna, you know, be happy with having to come and get my money? I let him know, man. I said, I said, you know, I don't like chasing the money, man. You know, and I told him, I said, I've been over here for 2 days. I mean, I did everything that you asked me to do, and now you know, you want to come look at everything? I don't know, man. Again, why I don't like going outside of my customer base, but you have to, man, and doing skid steer work.